Right folks, here's a lovely bit of dough I've just made. I didn't bother showing you me mixing it. You've seen me mixing my dough umpteen times. A bit of olive oil there. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, wee. See that? That's why. Get back to these. That's how the dough looks when you've tipped it out of the bowl. It's spreading, she's spreading. She's a spreader. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's my two dough balls formed. Absolutely gorgeous, look at them. Look at that. Beautiful. I've got two for the freezer. Next time you see me, we'll be doing some pizza fritta. Ciao mama, mamma mia. Aye. And we're back folks. The yellow gloves are back, right? So I gave you a wee glimpse at my dough rising, blah blah blah. Formed my dough balls, so I've left my dough balls to rise again for about half an hour. So there's my two dough balls that you saw a minute ago. Look at them, absolutely gorgeous. I'll give them a wee boop. Boop. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what they're making. And how he's doing, well, I'm bloody forgetting to ask how he's all doing. Hope he's all doing absolutely fantastic out there. Lovely day, a wee bit toasty up here, not going to lie. A wee bit toasty up here today. It was nice yesterday, nice a wee bit. It was still toasty, not going to lie, it was still toasty. For a Scottish dude, 8 and above, like 5 degrees is toasty. So it's still a bit toasty. Meant to be storms tomorrow, so look forward to a bit of storm action tomorrow. Thunder and lightning, hailstones, all that caper. So aye, as I say, hope everybody's doing good. Wee shout out to any subscribers, anybody that ever hits a thumbs up on my channel. Noticed one of my videos has got like 1 thumbs up. 1 thumbs up, man. Absolute fucking joke. You wonder why you bother. But aye, what have I been watching? Not much, to be honest. There's not been a lot on the old tubes of YouTube. I saw some extremely interesting race. And I think you all know what I mean by extremely interesting. I also saw an old man trying to fit a stand mixer in his kitchen. So I'm trying to manoeuvre himself around this stand mixer in his wee kitchen. Like, could barely move by this stand mixer. Then I saw him trying to wrestle a loaf, a kind of mediocre looking loaf, out of a loaf tin for about half an hour. So, aye, that's YouTube these days folks. That's YouTube, that's what we're looking at. Right, I'm going to move on my wee bits and pieces. I'm going to move this out the road. Okay. Right, my ingredients. I've got a bit of chorizo. I've got a bit of Scottish cheddar. I've got a bit of mozzarella. I've got a bit of ricotta. We've got a bit of pecorino. I've got my tomato sausages, I've seen me make umpteen times. A bit of black pepper. And I didn't bother showing you me making the dough because you've seen me making dough umpteen times. But look at the two dough balls. That's how dough balls should look. That's what you want a dough ball to look like when you're making a pizza, folks. Right? In case you're wondering. A wee bit of plain flour, in case I need to do a bit of dusting. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Is anything else going in there? I don't think anything else is going in there. No. I think we're sorted. I might drizzle a wee bit of the old. Hot honey, the old jalapeno hot honey. Might get a wee drizzle over the finished product. We shall see. But first, I've got to deal with the old dough balls. The pan's heating up. Don't know if you can see. Pan's heating up. We're going gas stove, folks, because it's nice and easy to operate. Get its fast heat fast. I've got a wee bit of crumbage in there, but I'm not going to worry about that. That's been off for the last. So I've actually made a few of these since the last time I've seen these. They're going down a treat. They're going down an absolute treat. So these two actually aren't for me, they're for somebody else. So that shows how well they're going down. So these are actually, these are basically Naples #1 pizza. It's called a pizza fritta. And basically this was, it's like a calzone. A lot of folk, in fact basically everybody that I've heard talking about them, you have a calzone anytime. These are a kind of treat because it's fried. Everybody knows deep fried stuff's the best. But because it's fried, folk like it to have it as a wee treat because I think it's a bit unhealthy. But the ones I've fried, I'm not joking, There's the actual oil on you, they're absolutely lovely. They're no dripping with oil, they're no all coated with oil, they're absolutely gorgeous. So don't be worried, have these every day, because I'm going to have a few in the next couple of weeks. You see, I'm going to do a wee series of these where I'm just going to do pizza fritta. I'm going to do sweet ones, savoury ones, breakfast ones. Just going to do these. Who knows, might even open up a business. Might even start a business. Might have been inspired by a loaf wrestler. Right, enough about that. Enough comedy. Let's go on with this. Right, I've got my wee paint scraper. That's what it's commonly known as. And we'll get on with one of these first. So I'm going to get a wee bit of flour on my old paint scraper. Just down there. Just down there, folks, because I'm going to separate it now. Okay, underneath in case I need to scrape underneath. That should do. What's that you use there, I think? Is that alright? Try to get the pipes away. There we go. That'll do ease. That'll do ease. I'm going to turn this down a wee bit, because I think it's at optimum temp, so there's no use of bloody going crazy. Right, let it go down with whatever you're using. Look how lovely light and fluffy that dough is. Can you see how light and fluffy that dough is? Look at it's wobbling. Look. See it wobble? Top tier. Forget about it. Cheap units pizza, forget about it. Right, wee sprinkler of dough. A wee sprinkler of dough, folks. And we're going to grab it and flip it. And there's what it looks like underneath. There's the structure we're dealing with. There's what we're looking at. Right? So now we're going to treat this a bit different from our usual pizza. Whereas usually you want to make a crust and whatever. With this you're not making a crust. With this you're definitely not making a crust, folks. You want to push all the air out. Right? You want to push all the air out. You can just get in there with your whole hand and get a good press down. You could even use a rolling pin if you want. I'm just going to stick with the old technique. Oops. The old technique of stretching, just stretchy. You can obviously get air your knuckles and do a bit of that as well, but I don't bother with any of that. You probably didn't even see that. Right, it's not stretching very well. So see if it's not stretching very well, another wee trick you can do is, I'll show you another wee trick. You get a wee bit of water. Right, a wee bit of water, folks, that's all you need. And you just get that wee bit wet with a bit of water. Down my ones. Right, and just stick it. Just stick it in full. See it's sticking to the water. It'll leak through. Didn't want to do that, but that'll be getting trimmed off. Don't worry about it, folks, that'll be getting trimmed off. Right. Just stretchy. Just take your time. Remember what I'm saying here, you're not making a crust for a pizza. You're not making like a pizza crust. So just stretch it out. Just put your hand on it. Stretch it out, folks. Don't want it too thin. That's perfect. Right, you don't want it too thin. Because remember this is getting deep fried. Right. So that's about what? That's about 10 inch I would reckon. Might even be 12 inches, but I'd say 10. It's about 10 inch. Right. What we're going to do first is, I'm going to turn that off because it's not needed to now. We're going to get in with a spoon. We're going to go ricotta. Right. You see that? Ricotta cheese. So we're going to go Spoonful there. And a spoonful there. And we'll go another wee spoonful. We'll spread it out a bit and we'll go another wee bit in the middle. There we go. There we go, folks. Right. Give my finger a wee wash. This should be a nice quick video, hopefully. Hopefully. These are long videos, man. It's not taking, it's not really making the videos, it's uploading them. It's what they asked me about. It's what they asked me about uploading them, folks. Right. Bit of black pepper. Right. Bit of black pepper. Bit of pecorino. That's just a wee bit of pecorino. Right. Where's the ham? Where's the meat? Go meat now. Right, chorizo. Couple of nice piles. There you go. That's plenty. That's absolutely plenty, folks. Eh? What do you reckon? I reckon that's plenty. Right, that'll do. Right. Next. Bit of sauce. Get a clean spoon. Bit of sauce, folks. Just make a wee line. Just make a wee line across the top. Don't need loads. Right. Then on with a wee bit of pecorino. Helps absorb any liquid in the tomato sauce. And it gives it another wee bit of flavour. Throw me a bit of mozzarella. Right. And last, but not least, on me a bit of Scottish cheddar. Obviously the Scottish cheddar is optional. All I've done with the Scottish cheddar is I've cut it wafer thin. Don't know if you can see how thin that is. Wafer thin, I've not grated it or anything, just wafer thin slices. Ideally you probably want kind of provolone, a bit of smoked cheese on this, a bit of provolone. And a bit of pork. See, pork belly on this, something like that. Oh. But you use what you've got, or you use what you can be bothered going to the shop for, in my case. Right folks, and that is about that. So now for the tricky bit. I'm just having a wee look at the angles. I'm taking any angles. Your hands are dry, I've just gave my hands a wee wash. Right, I'm going to get back on with the cooker. Back on with the cooker, folks. I've got it on medium. Right, so watch now. What I'm going to do is fold this there. Some folk would maybe fold this side there. So that's what I'll do. Right, and you want to severely push down. Severely push down, folks. I can't stress enough how much you want to push down. You want to seal this, you want this bloody sealed, believe me. You do not want this opening up in your fryer. So get it properly sealed. Right? Get a wee bit of flour on this. That other dough ball's looking immense, man. A wee bit of flour. Flour. Just in case it's stuck. Right. Then we're going to flip it over and press again, folks. Press, press, press. Right. Just keep pressing. Just keep pressing. Right, you can see that? So there's all of that, right? Don't be feared of this. Don't be feared means don't be scared, by the way, don't be a big fearty. Just get tore in, don't be scared of your dough. I'm going to trim this down a wee bit. Right. Just going to trim it down a wee bit. That'll do it. That'll do, folks. Right. I'm going to get these arranged better so you can see what I'm doing. I hope you're alright. Keep your fingers crossed for me, folks. This could be a major catastrophe, obviously, for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, it could be a catastrophe. Right, when I get back, I'm going to be putting it in the fryer. Aye. Right, let's get this bad boy in the fryer. I'm going to slide these back a wee bit now. Oh, it's probably stuck to the bloody worktop now, where it's faffing about. It's not too bad. Right, folks. So there's where we're at there. So right, I've flipped it around its back again. I'm going to sit it in the fryer now. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Right, there we go. I'm just going to get a wee spoon and baste it with hot oil. This is actually a monster compared to this. We've got a hole. Might be alright folks. This is actually a beezer compared to the last one I made. I've got a bit carried away. A wee bit carried away, folks. Just keep basting it. Just baste it. Baste the seal where you sealed it as well. Try not to flip the seal like that, what I'm just doing. Don't worry about air bubbles. Don't worry about any air bubbles. Get a wee minute and then we'll get it flipped. We'll try and flip it. We'll try and flip it. That's all you do, just keep basting it. Just keep basting it, check the heat. I'm going to turn the heat up a wee bit. Now I'm going to try and turn it, folks. I'm going to try and turn it. I'm going to attempt. We're going to attempt it. Right, there we go. Right, you can see where my batter's been just too thin. I tell you, don't do it too thin. But I've not listened to my own. I've not listened to myself. And I've made it too thin. You can see where I've just went too thin by stretching it. But it's no burst. Like I said, don't worry. Right, just keep basting it. Just keep basting it with that oil. These don't take long at all. Not long at all. As I say, I've went a bit crazy. The other one's a wee bit weird than this. Not much weird, but a wee bit weird. But you can see how bloody gorgeous. As I say, ate and fried that. I'm going to grab some. I'm going to grab my wee chopping board. I'm back, just away finding my pizza peel, also known as my chopping board, because that's what I use it for. We'll turn this here again. Turn it here again, folks. Using a spoon. There we go, look at that. Look at the colour. You see it? Hope you can see it. Listen, see it? Right, we're getting juice, so it could be burst, So I'm going to go in, folks. It's coming out, it's coming out. It's coming out. she's out, folks, she's out. She's out. I think we had a wee bit of a... There could have been a breach. There could have been a breach. There we go. Look at that. Aye, see we've got... See what that's been? That's been chorizo. See the oil in the chorizo? That's what that's been. Look at that. Right, give a wee. Listen. Hear that? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to move this out the road and tidy up. A wee second, we'll be back. Right, second pizza base is rolled out, folks. So I get as again, as before, in with some mascarpone, in with some ricotta. I'll just use the rest of it. See if we can do a better job of this. I've made the pizza, I've not stretched the pizza as much, as you can see. That's what caused the problem. The main problem was the oil in the chorizo. See if you use like really well cooked, it's even pork belly, and even though that's got loads of fat, but when you cook it, obviously the fat renders it. Whereas with chorizo, the fat's all sitting there, kinda. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. Just give that a wee spread about, folks. Right, that's us. The cooker is still on. I'm going to give this a wee clean. I'm already feeling better about this because I didn't stretch out what I mean. See, you forget you're not making a bloody 12-inch pizza and you're making a pizza fritta, mamma mia, ciao mamma, ciao tutti. Forget. Right, give me a bit of pecorino, bit of black pepper, bit of pecorino. And this time it will do is we'll not use much meat. In with the meat. So we're going to use this bit of pepperoni that was left for last night and a wee bit of mushroom. There's also a wee bit of cheese kicking about in there. So we'll use that just to get rid of it, folks. It's nice to just to get rid of some bits and bobs. And no waste them. Right. Is that looking quite good? That's looking a bit bloody good. We'll go on with a wee bit of chorizo, right? Just a wee couple of bits. There, that's all. Just a wee couple of bits. Just to try and hold back any possibility of extreme damage. Right, on with a bit of sauce, folks. A line of sauce. Absolutely gorgeous sauce, easy sauce to make, easiest sauce on the planet to make, and it's right up there. I'm not even joking, I've made sauces all different ways. Thought I've got you bloody boiling up, telling you you've got to buy the best of tomatoes, you've got to do that. No, don't listen to anybody about anything they say. Right, a wee sprinkling of the old Italian herbage. That's what a certain person has in a roll up every night. I say one roll up, I'm talking about 25 roll ups. Right. Over mozzarella. Mozzarella! I'm not going to do that voice again, folks, don't worry. Don't worry about it, I won't do that ever again. Right, there we go. There we go, right. And on with another bit of pecorino. And we'll go on with the last wee bit of cheddar. The last wee bit of Scottish cheddar. We're not wasting anything here. We are not wasting anything, folks. So what happens with the ricotta cheese, that kind of stays, it does, don't be thinking that melts and turns to liquid, it doesn't. That kind of stays nice and thick and cool. Really nice and thick and cool. Get off there, there you go. Right, I'm going to do it my way this time. I'm going this way. Right. Right, remember now, proper push it down properly push it down, folks, right up to the edges, right up to where their filling is, and just properly press it. I'm going to get a wee bit of flour on my hands. I'm going to turn it I'm still pressing it. Right. Cooker on full. Cooker on. And I'll get this look. That already looks much nicer. I'm already much happier with the look of that. I've still got to get it into the fryer right enough. Just keep pushing it and kind of spreading it, if you know what I mean. Spread it as you push. Right, will we get in amongst it? If I can get easy there. Is that better? Yeah, I'd like something to get all this out of there, but I've not got anything, so I'm going to turn that down again. I've turned it away down low. Pardon me, I'm going to give my nose a wee wipe. And I'm going to try and get this bad boy into the fryer. Give it another wee press, folks. Just making sure. Just making sure. Right. In we go. I've turned the oil down. Oil's been turned down, but I've got a wee few crumbs there, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, I've turned the oil down. Again, this is still bigger than the bloody last one that I made. I need to learn how to make them a bit weird. But, on the other hand, they're bloody nice. Right, just keep basting. Keep basting. Basting, folks. I'm going to turn that. I'm going to turn that. Actually too big for the pan, folks. I've actually made it too big for the pan. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We'll just hold that there, why not? Just a spoon. So we can carry on basting. Carry on basting, that sounds like a good film. Kenneth More maybe in it. Oh, matron. Just still basting it, folks, but I'm holding that under. This is just too big. Just too big. I'm going to turn that down. Oops. Turning the heat down, folks, the heat is turned down. Just keep basting. Remember, this oil was absolutely toasty. But so far you can hear there's no sizzling, which means nothing's burst out so far. So that's always good. Just baste away. Baste away. Right, we'll turn this head again. It's a wee bit too dark. A wee bit too dark, folks. A wee bit too dark. I'm not going to lie, oil's too hot. Oil's too hot. So what I'll do is just give this another wee second on this side, and I'll just flip it out because it's ready. They don't take long. They do not take long. I'll turn that oil off, in fact. Let it cook in the old residual heat. Feel that? Right, let's get this bad boy out. Let's get this bad boy out. There's the other one. The other one's looking bloody gorgeous into the bargain. So there's. We'll move that one there to get the fresh one underneath it. Oh, I really splashed myself there. Actually a fair bit of weight to this, believe it or not, folks. Just let it drain. Look at that bad boy. That's bloody insane. That's insane. That is absolutely bloody insane. But looks bloody amazing. Get you there, folks. Here's what we're dealing with. Here's what we're dealing with. Pizza fritta. Absolutely gorgeous. A wee bit too dark, I think. Some folk might think that's perfect. I'd have preferred it if it was that colour. The same colour as that. But absolutely gorgeous. So how you would eat these is, they're wrapped up in, they're quite big, they're not as big as that. Wrapped up in paper or in a paper bag. And you would bite the top off. And as you're eating it, get a squeeze. See that's soft now, see how this one's soft now. Bite the top off. And as you're eating it, you get a squeeze. Squeeze up some filling, take another bite. Squeeze up some filling, take another bite. Squeeze up some filling, take another bite. That's how you would eat them. But I think you'll agree, absolutely bloody gorgeous. So we'll get into one. We'll get into one, folks, will we? Of course we want to see you getting into one. It's like we're watching for, you absolute maniac. We'll go scissors. We'll go scissors, folks. We'll leave this one. I'll give that one to my ma. I think I'll give that to her. Or her neighbour. Her neighbour's a bit of a pizza fanatic. Right. We'll use the scissors. There we go. Ah, there we go, folks. I don't know if you can see. So you can see we've got the feta on the top. I don't know what I'll do. I'll try and flip them there. So the feta's on the bottom, on one side, and it's on the top on the other side, just so you can see what it's like. Right. So you've got your no feta cheese, look what I'm saying. Ricotta cheese, sorry. See how the ricotta cheese stays kind of solid? Everything else will be melted, trust me. Look at this, see that's the thing about chorizo. Look at the oil. Right, we'll get a wee taste. Get a wee taste, Voila. I think I will. I've got my phone all covered in flavour and everything here. Right, I'll get a wee taste with the old honey oil first. And then I'll have a wee blast of the honey oil. But look at that. See inside? Right. Folks, I'm not even joking. See if you don't make these, you'll just never know. It's that simple. If you want to know how good a oven baked pizza is, it's simple. You just go to your restaurant and order one. There's umpteen Italian restaurants on my street serving brilliant pizza in wood fired ovens. Buy one if you want, get a taste. There you go, it's that simple. Anybody can make these. You just saw me making them, and I'm a pure numpty. Anybody can make them, right? A wee drizzle of the old hot honey. A wee drizzle of hot honey, folks. Oh. Burn from it. Folks, I'm not even lying, right? I'm not even lying to you. These are better than standard. These are better than any pizza. That's why they're the #1 pizza in Naples. And they're probably the #1 pizza in Italy, if you ask me. Try them. Try them and then tell me I'm talking nonsense. That's what I'm going to say. Look at that. The next ones I make. Next time I do it right, I'll make 4. Because that should be like 2. And that should be 2. Just massive. Excuse me for eating my mouth full. I need to ration out the dough better. You'll probably get about... So you can probably get at least 8, I would think, out of my dough recipe for doing these. Oh, they're very greasy. It's that chorizo and pepperoni, don't even think pepperoni's greasy as well. Just look at that. You can see the dough's perfectly cooked. Yeah. Even those of you out there that like fried bread, come on. But get making these. Listen to that. Absolutely gorgeous, folks. For my next one, maybe just do these exact same again, only what I'll maybe do is I'll give you an authentic filling. Some ricotta, some pecorino, black pepper, a bit of pork belly or pork cheek or some kind of pork, a bit of provolone, smoked provolone, and a bit of mozzarella. That could be the next one, folks. Or, I also fancy doing the Nutella route. Nutella, marshmallows, hazelnuts, maybe some dried pineapple. No dried pineapple as in dried pineapple, but pineapple that I've bought and kind of dried it out in the fridge so it's not pure full of syrup and soaking. Sweet pizza fritta, savoury pizza fritta. Either way, you've got to get tore into some pizza fritta. There we go, folks. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to love these and leave these. Cheap unit. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. If you like the craziness that's going on, maybe even go mental and subscribe. Aye. Get back to these on the next one. Cheap unit, out for now. Aye.